Hello, welcome back to another review on Foos Entertainment. Today we will be talking about the second Purge movie, The Purge Anarchy. This is my favorite one of the film series so far. For people that haven't seen the sequel to Purge, the premise of the movie is pretty much this. A suspended cop or fired cop, whatever, pretty much for 12 months suffering from traumatic events in which his son was killed by a drunk driver, he sets out to get revenge and to pretty much bring it to a close by killing the drunk driver who killed his son on Purge night. And basically, because he's a veteran cop, he comes across a few people along the way. A poor mom and her child, which is a daughter, and a couple who are struggling with their relationship, who are on the run after the car gets dismantled by pillagers. And what happens is a very chaotic night in which they have to make it through the 12-hour purge alive. By the end of the movie, he finally gets to his goal of having the ability to kill his child's murderer. But then, because of all of the good he's done and heroic things that he's done throughout the night, he decides not to. What's interesting is the person he set out to kill actually saves his life at the end of the film. Now, I will admit, when The Purge Anarchy came out in theaters, and then when it came out on Blu-Ray and DVD, a lot of people were actually starting to hate on the Purge movies already. And I don't understand it. I happen to be an action type of guy myself in real life. I happen to be very good behind many different calibers of guns. I also happen to be a career martial artist. I did, unfortunately, have to give up my martial arts career back in 2007. Just to give you guys a little idea about the fact that I actually am not that young, despite that I look like I am. I was actually about 24 when I quit martial arts, and that was in 2007, so yeah, I'm not there. But I can't help but relate to the main character of the movie. Because if the Purge really existed in the real world, would I actually be out there to kill somebody that did me wrong? I don't know, maybe. But most likely, I would actually go out to save people with a car full of guns and stabbing weapons, and I would have a bulletproof car. That's something I can see myself actually doing, and so I couldn't resist but relate to the main character of the movie, and that right there really makes it a much better experience for me, is when I can actually relate to the main character. I could a little bit relate to Ethan Hawke's character, being, he protects his family and his loved ones, but in me, I don't have much of a family. I have a very, very good girlfriend. I have a mom who, comes around all the time, but most of my family I don't really care about. But if I actually did have, a full family, I could relate to him. But the character in this movie, I can actually relate to him very, very, very well. So definitely like the character in this movie. The action in this movie is cool. I mean, unlike the previous film, which was a chamber piece movie, this is more of like an action thriller mixed in with pretty much a night to where you're walking through hell. And the concept of the movie is amazing. Well, now let's go onto the quality of the movie. This is a 235 by 1 wide frame, just like the first movie. The HD is very good in this movie, much like the first one, to where the film has this noir of looking like a dark movie, like they actually filmed it dark. But what I find so cool about all three Purge movies is the fact that they have a good balance of putting some cool temperatures in there and some neutrals that really balance out the dark, warm color temperatures of the film, much like the first movie. I think it does it to a lesser degree in this movie, but this is a much darker movie than the first movie, so that kind of plays into it as a character. The sound. The sound is just as intense as the first one in some ways not. But it's a solid 5.1 DTS HD Master audio track. When you hear gun barrages, like for example when his bulletproof car gets shot up by a minigun, yeah, literally like a gunship minigun you would have on a chopper, shooting like 500 rounds per minute type of gun. Yeah, you can really hear all of that going on the surrounds. The stereos again are top notch. They're not as neutral to where they're matching each other with dramatic range with like the first film. They're actually split between them, but it is very well used. You don't feel at all like the film's pushing to one side or not. It's actually very equally obtained on all sides. The mono track, not as dramatic as the first film, but it's dramatic enough to where the stereo speakers and the surround speakers do not overwhelm the center speaker. And like I said, all three of the Purge films were done with really good quality, which is something I really liked about the Purge movies. Now, all I can say is, the political message is here too, but I won't get too much into that because it's not something I enjoy talking about, is politics. Obviously from the last video, I was reluctant to even say anything. But this is the first time we actually discovered that that the whole point of the Purge is the government wants to lower population by slaughtering and killing poor and less fortunate people. That storyline has brought someone into play in this, and it's not so much in this as it is in the Purge election year, but it is brought to light in this. But yeah, this much more in-depth thing. It really shows you more about what actually goes on in the Purge, because it's not a chamber piece movie. It takes place out there in the cities and stuff like that, in down alleys and neighborhoods and in downtown areas, stuff like that. So you actually get more of an idea what the Purge is really a lot like. Like I said, this is my favorite one out of them. Definitely. Especially like the main character. He is a tough cookie. I can tell you on that one. And it's so cool how there's so many action cliches with the character. Nothing that I thought was really interesting in this sort of sci-fi / horror / suspense thriller type movie is you have like this action star, action hero type of character as our main character. That's really cool. Well, that's pretty much all there's to say about the Purge Anarchy. Did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? Let me know down below. As always, subscribe if you want. Like this video if you want. Weekly check-in on me to see if I posted any new reviews or any other videos on Food Entertainment. Whatever you want. Like I say I'm very happy I I went to 55 followers on my channel. Now I've been doing this channel for a long time, but I have thousands and thousands and thousands of views, all in all, but I never really got a lot of subscribers. So every single time that I get a new subscriber, it actually is kind of a cool thing to see. Well, that was my review for The Purge Anarchy. And I will see you guys next time for my review of The Purge Election Year, which I'll be reviewing tomorrow night. Well, have a good night, and I will see you next time.